Hey guys, it's been a while. There's something that I wanted to talk about for a long time, and um, it's something that has been affecting my life basically my entire life, and um, I didn't really know how to cope with it, and now I've made the decision that this is the way that I need to cope with it. So a little bit about me is I grew up in a family that was pretty different compared to many other families. My parents, they were separated. They were never married or anything. So when I was born, they were separated, and I lived with my mom and my stepdad, and they're great. I love them. They're amazing. Um, but I want to explain to you guys how my dad has messed up my life. It is a hard video for me to make, and I guess part of the reason why I haven't been, making videos is because of this reason. I've been feeling a lot of insecurities lately, feeling pretty down on myself, and I didn't know why I was feeling so down. I'm married, I have an amazing wife, I have amazing support, and I just wasn't happy, and I wanted to know why that was. What was going on, but it's something that has really been going on throughout my entire life. My dad, I haven't talked to him in over a year, and he messed up my life because he took away my trust. It's hard for me to trust people and to know that they have my back 100%. He's messed up relationships that I've had with other family members on that side. My grandma, um, my siblings. It's been so hard for me to get past all of those things that he has done. You might be asking, well, Nick, why, how, what has he done to do that? And my dad has just never been there for me my entire life. He doesn't care about me. He doesn't know what I'm up to. He doesn't know my struggles. Doesn't know about my wife. Doesn't know about anything in my life. And growing up, my mom had always told me, your dad is a loser. Your dad is not a good person. He cares about himself. He's selfish. He's immature. And I would always fight her about it. And I would say, no, Mom, you're wrong. My dad is awesome. He's a role model. He's the coolest dad ever. I had that hope when I was younger that my dad was just going to be a hero. I remember my dad, he would always tell me about how he couldn't stand the way my grandfather treated him, and how my grandfather was never part of his life. And my grandfather, I only met him a couple times. I didn't really know who he was. He just passed away recently, probably back in February or March. I think I was here at school, and he passed away, and I didn't really have any sadness or remorse. I didn't know him. Um, and my dad would always tell me how he hated the way that my grandfather treated him. And now looking at it, my dad is the biggest hypocrite in the world, at least in my opinion. Because how could you tell your son that you hated the way your dad treated you, and how he was never part of your life, how he didn't care about you, he never called you to wish you a happy birthday, he never called you and asked how you were doing, he disconnected from you. How could you tell your son that and then do that same thing? I just don't understand it. And being young and naive and stupid, I used to always think, what did I do wrong? And I still feel like that. now. What did I do so wrong where my dad doesn't even love me, where he doesn't show any support for me, where he's not involved in my life? What did I do wrong? And I come to realize, I know that this is true, but it's hard for me to practice it. It's to realize that it's not my fault, it's his. It really is. My last name, Acosta, is a last name that I carry with shame, honestly. It brings nothing but sadness in my life. And it's because of my dad. It's because of the thing that he's done to me that have affected who I am today. And I'm telling you guys this because I need to get this off of my back. I need to find a way to be able to just let this go. And I feel like this is the way to do it. And I'm already feeling better as I'm talking about this and as I'm explaining this. I might get hate comments, and you know what? I don't care. Because it is time that the truth comes out. I have a brother, his name is Seth. He's 18. He just recently graduated. He's struggling finding what he should do with his life. And Seth and I, we had a really good relationship growing up. We were really close, and he was just such a great brother. You know, I had a lot of trust in him. You know, he used to always hang out. And my dad ruined that relationship that I had with my brother forever. Because the last time I saw my dad, I was fighting with him and my brother, and it completely ruined the relationship that I had with him. It ruined the relationship that I had with him. Obviously, like I said, with my grandma. It also ruined the relationship with my youngest sister. My dad is such a coward that he would not tell any of us, not me, nor any of the other brothers and sisters that I have, that he had another daughter. He lied. He covered it up. He's a liar. And the reason why he did it, he would say, "Oh, it's to protect, you guys, or protect her." No, it was to protect yourself, because you can't admit that you cheated, and you're a liar, and you're fake. The reason why I've chosen, a big part of the reason why I've changed from the type of person I was to the type of person that I am now is because of my insecurities. I'm scared that I'm going to become a version of my dad. And so it's hard for me to put trust in people because my dad took that away from me. He was the only person I ever had 100% trust in. My mom, I trust my mom, but not to the same extent. A father-son relationship is something that is so sacred and something so important. And he took that from me. And he just took it and smashed it on the ground. Like I'm nothing. Something that I want to say to my dad right now. So if anybody watching this knows who my dad is, knows where he is, I want you to show him this video. Because I'm done hiding. And I'm done torturing myself and feeling this way and blaming myself. So I want to tell you, Dad, and for all the dads out there who abandon their children, this is also a message to you. Dad, I promise you that I will be a better father, a better husband, and a better man than you ever were or will be. I promise you that. Because you may have let me down, you may have let my siblings down, but I will never let my children down. You can never take that away from me. And number two, I know that you could never teach me how to love my children, how to be a better father. You could never do it. It feels so much better. I really do. As we all have inner demons. We all have people that have hurt us in this life. Be a relative, a friend, an acquaintance. I don't make this video so you can hate my dad. I don't do that. I'm making this video so everybody becomes aware of the dangers of abandoning children is. Because psychologically, Dad, you have messed up my entire life. You took trust away from me. You took family away from me. You took my name away from me. Because now I am ashamed to be an Acosta. I walk around carrying this name like carrying an anchor strapped to my neck. I feel so uncomfortable. But I know, Dad, I did nothing wrong. I did nothing to make you feel this way about me. If you never talk to me again, that's okay. That's totally fine. I don't blame you. Because you're scared. But I'm not going to let you bully me or manipulate me or use me the way that you used to. Not anymore. Because I realized something. What I realized is that I am better off without you in my life. I don't need you. And you made it obvious you clearly don't need me. And I have a mother who's known that for 21 years. And I love her. And I'll tell you right now, me, Seth, Travis, Faith, Angelina, we're the best things that you never had. Think about that. When you rest your head at night, think about that. Out of 6 kids, you only talk to 1. You only have 1. How messed up is that? You don't even have a care in the world of what your other 5 children are doing. They could be dead for all you care. You know, it wouldn't have hurt if you would have at least called your children on their birthdays or when they graduated, when they went off to college, when they got married. No, you care about yourself. You always have. And for my family watching this that's going to support my dad, I do love you. I really do. There's time that you guys knew the truth. He's not the man that everybody thinks he is. He's not. I didn't make this video so you guys could hate my dad. It's not the reason why I made it. I made this video so people can become aware of the dangers of what happens when parents abandon their children. It's the worst feeling in the world. You know, you're putting the child through so much, making the child feel like they're not even welcome, that they're not even worth your time. If I'm not worth your time, Dad, then why would you even create me? I was an accident. So we've said over and over again. And that's messed up, because that makes me feel like you don't even want me. And you don't, clearly. That's how it made me feel.